Okay, today we are playing a game on Paris. We are in the Platinum SR range, and we'll be playing Doomfist the entire way through. Yes, it's finally time to start getting through the rest of these Doomfist videos that we have queued up. So let's start the game. So we have to attack Paris first, which is tedious. We've been shot on the way over by Hanzo. This is why we are currently low. Hanzo got a shot at us. So now we're going to play Doomfist at the enemy team. Now, what we did right there was a risky maneuver, because as of right now, we have not fully confirmed what the enemy team actually is yet. So we fling ourselves bodily into the enemy team and use all of our cooldowns in the middle of them. Now, fortunately, there's nobody here that can really punish us for this, so we kind of get away with it, but dropping yourself in the enemy team with no cooldowns ready can very suddenly come back to bite you in the ass, but we were able to just drop down the backhand side and continue on like nothing happened. So nothing we did there actually converted into a kill outright, but we were doing a tremendous job of distracting the enemy team if nothing else, which was giving our team time to move in and get ground. And now we're clearing up the rest of the remainders of the enemy team. Very bravely, we punch at the Lucio that is in the same direction as the edge. Fortunately, we didn't miss, otherwise things could have gotten very embarrassing very quickly. So, caught the first checkpoint. Wasn't very close. Enemy team just changed slightly because now they've changed from double shield to Rein Zarya. Fantastic news for us as Doomfist. Absolutely tremendous. Because Reinhardt and Zarya are none too excited to be playing against Doomfist. Now, granted, no one's very excited to be playing against Doomfist, but those two, even lower down the list than most people. So we're coming up on the backhand side, you know, playing Doomfist like we do. Punched Symmetra in the back, and now she's fucking dead. We do sort of have to watch out for Reaper, because he can kill us fairly quickly if he gets his hands on us. Therefore, we don't want him to get his hands on us. So we're kind of low right now, trying to get some health back. Oh, here's Symmetra. We die very suddenly to this Symmetra. It is a risky maneuver to be getting into a fight with a Symmetra when you're at this low health, because, well, that can happen right there. And this Symmetra coming in from off screen, come on, you can do it, YouTube. Coming in from the back right there, she's charging her gun right now, because she's about to get back out there and she wants to contribute to this fight immediately. So us getting into the fight when she's charging the orb can very suddenly lead to some sadness. Now, to be completely fair, Symmetra reacted incredibly quickly to that. Or we might have gotten too close to the front of her model and gotten hit by accident. It's a little ambiguous. If she did get us, she got us fucking good though, so good job her. Sorry, I just knocked a bunch of stuff over on the table. So we died, unfortunate. Basically, we should have prioritized getting health more before getting into a fight with somebody that can do that to us. Better to get healthy before going for the fight, usually. And here, we try to punch the Reaper, and hey, he dodged it with Wraith Form. Good on him. If we look over and see that, we don't want to go over there anymore. Now, we might have thought we were safer to do this because we had Meteor Strike ready, which could get us out if something really bad started happening. But evidently, we didn't react in time, or we were surprised by what happened right there. Either way, you look over, you see 3 turrets right next to some people, like Reinhardt, who can smack you for 75 damage. Maybe best to double think going for that one right there. So, we've still got Meteor Strike built up. Enemy team's a little inconvenient to use Meteor Strike on, you know, but we're gonna go for it anyway. They're kind of hemmed in right now. Ooh, look at that. Thanks, Reinhardt. Don't have to worry about if the enemy team is awkward to ult or not, if your Reinhardt sets you up for a big play. Their Reinhardt also tried to use Earth Shatter in there and fucking died, so sad for him. And Lucio did... Oh, he stepped on a trap. I was like, how did Lucio not make it back in time? He had so much time to get there. Stepped on a trap. How sad for him. And he could even wall ride, and he still got trapped by the trap. Alright, so now we've got to defend Paris, which is, frankly, still quite tedious, but less so than attacking Paris. It is safe to assume the enemy team will come at us with a Symmetra. I advise you, when defending on Paris in general, operate on the assumption that the attacking team is going to pick Symmetra. because it's easier than dealing with Paris's first checkpoint, to be honest with you. So, when the round's starting, just have a gander in the left side of the checkpoint, or the choke point rather, and just see if there's a Symmetra in there getting ready to teleport, because there frequently is. So, ooh, we're going for some big plays right there. Amazingly, no one noticed us when we did I say amazingly, you know how people are. Gotta watch out for the Reaper. We have, again, used all our cooldowns in the middle of the enemy team. And this is the thing with the kind of playstyle that we adopt with Doomfist, is that we are using a lot of cooldowns to get into position and then make a play. So if that play doesn't go flawlessly, suddenly something like that happens, and we've got no cooldowns to get out again. So, you know, it looks very impressive if it happens, and you can flex on the enemy team and show them all the cool ways you know to jump into them. But if it goes badly, you're kind of fucked. You've got no contingency plan at that point. And, hey, we were gonna go for it again immediately afterwards right there. So, enemy team trying to push around the right-hand side. Could have done better mechanically right there. We tried to punch the Moira, but Moira's a bit of a hard one to punch. Either way, it's still going well. Like, even as they were getting through that door, they were getting kind of fucked up. Released the punch a little bit too soon there. Reaper hadn't quite fallen to the ground yet. Moira got punched in the face. Honestly, when you're playing Moira and you can see the Doomfist charging up in front of you while you're using Coalescence, it's honestly terrifying, because you can't fade, so you're really just hoping you dodge the guy. And, when the guy's throwing his entire body at you as a projectile, it's not exactly the most graceful of maneuvers. So, here we go again. It's very cool to, like, shimmy over the edge. Did I see somebody, like, right under us? No. I think I saw a silhouette through the wall. So, we've come over on the backhand side. Our cooldowns are pretty much up as we make it round here, so that's cool. The order here that we did things in, though, you know, we basically used the slam to gap close on this Zarya right here. But the problem then is, we uppercut Zarya. Zarya doesn't just die because she's kind of tanky. And now we used our gap closer, we used our escape / gap closer, and then uppercut her. Now we've got nothing to get away with, and we just decide to use our ultimate immediately afterwards. Frankly, we didn't need to. Like, we've got fucking almost 400 health right now after some degradation has happened. Zarya wasn't gonna do that much to us, and by the time we used Meteor Strike, most of the enemy team was already dead. They'd lost that team fight, so we didn't need to. But, you know, the order of things, because we used the slam to gap close on Zarya, suddenly we uppercut her and we're like, now what? Guess I'll ult. Not great. Not great. Anyway, still holding down the fort. They still haven't gotten in. This was extremely brave of us to stand here, and it didn't exactly pay off, did it? Because, I mean, they're coming through. Yeah, they're coming. We see them right there. They're gonna come through this way. We know there's a Reaper on the enemy team. Oh no, look, here come all the bad men. Then we slam before we uppercut, so we just kind of slam like a foot in front of us. Then we uppercut, so we go up, but now we don't have another ability to move with. So the order again, we slam, uppercut, float in the air for a little bit, get killed. You know. If we're that's why, like, getting out, this is why, like, using the uppercut slam to get out is, generally regarded as not as good as just using the, rocket punch to get out. It's a lot faster to use the rocket punch to get out, because it's just one ability and you're out, and it covers a lot of distance very quickly, as opposed to having to go, to get out, which frequently doesn't cover as much distance. So, lost the first checkpoint, not the end of the world for Paris. The second checkpoint can be just as annoying to capture as the first one, so we're not too heartbroken about it. Just sort of punch into a mess of people, see if we're rewarded with a kill. We were rewarded with a kill. Amazing. Then we kind of, like, flail around in there a little bit. Like, it wasn't particularly graceful, but Doomfist has a fairly large buffer area for getting away with, like, things not going perfectly, because he's kind of a beefy boy. And we were next to our teammates as well, so we're kind of like jumping around in the enemy team, but our team's there with us, so it's not like they can all just turn around and clap us. So we've got Meteor Strike built up right now. Enemy team, very annoying to use Meteor Strike on. Lots of people that can dodge it or block it one way or another, so it's gonna be difficult to use Meteor Strike to get kills unless we see people use abilities ahead of time. Which, you know, can easily happens quite frequently. Here we go for the punch, got the Moira, feels good, you know, killed their main healer right there. That's pretty much this push kind of fucked already. Saw Reaper spinning, went in for him. He got fucking hit with the rock in the face, so we ended up not having to Meteor Strike the guy, but I understand at the same time. Again, you know, so we uppercut these men's, right? we gap close with this, uppercut these men's, and we're looking at like a pretty charged Zarya plus one other with no cooldowns to use. So we just kind of float in front of them for a little while. Then we get away, and now Genji dashes through us. He used Dragon Blade as well when he dashed through us, so like, even if the dash didn't kill us, he was going to kill us shortly thereafter. But anyway, we keep ending up having to do this like awkward float in front of the enemy team because we don't have any cooldowns left to use at that point, which is fine if we like kill the person, but frequently we're ending up just staring Zarya in the eye kind of awkwardly as we float through the sky, which is, you know, if she's not particularly charged, isn't too scary, but is sort of embarrassing if nothing else. The punch wasn't ideal right there. At least we got Reaper. That was all very unfortunate to watch. It's okay. Junkrat was using Riptire, so the enemy team were a little bit on the scared side. So again, hey, look, we're in the middle of the enemy team, and we've used all our cooldowns. We sure did fucking kill that Lucio, but now what? Right? Shit. Oh, fuck, she killed us. So we used all our cooldown, we used our slam and uppercut, got in, used the punch in there to kill Lucio, killed the fucking Lucio, Lucio is fucking dead. But then the punch was the last ability we had to escape with, so now we're just in there with no escapes, and Zarya's like, what the fuck are you doing? Zzz. So the moral of the story, this has been the moral of the story with the other games that we've watched from this set of videos as well, is careful about using all your cooldowns when you get put in the middle of the enemy team, because Doomfist's a beefy boy who can get away with a lot of stuff, but if you're in the middle of the enemy team with no cooldowns and they respond appropriately, you're gonna fucking die. It's the way of things, unfortunately. So, we've got Meteor Strike here, we come back in again. Very scary to do when we were already quite low. So that Meteor Strike was gonna have to be, like, really fucking good for us to not die after landing, and it wasn't good enough. You know, it's kind of sad to have to use Meteor Strike to run away, but in that situation, it would have been better to use the Meteor Strike to run away than go back in, because it was gonna have to be a good Meteor Strike, dude. So, anyway, now, we're fighting again. Here's Reaper. We landed on the ledge above Reaper, so it got very uncomfortable for us. Still fighting him. It's okay, we got him. It got scary in there, but Moira was healing us, so we ended up not dying, which is great. And, you know, things are looking pretty good. Enemy team's pretty much all dead right now, so we captured the point, hooray. Or we didn't capture the point, we defended the point. They didn't capture the point. That's what we're looking for right there. What a lovely person. Escape the Ayuwaki? What the fuck is one of them? That sounds like something that could definitely exist. Ayuwaki. What is that? It is... Oh. Oh no. Huh. Well. So I type it in, and one of the top results is kind of just that thumbnail. And then the other one is, you know, get a lot of this, so that's delightful. What a lovely thing to have Googled that was. Don't look up the, Ayuwaki, apparently. Villains Wiki. Go ahead, lay it on me. The Ayuwaki is an internet meme revolving around the late Michael Jackson. It originated as a Spanish-speaking creepypasta story, being a deliberate misspelling of the lyrics, "Annie, are you okay?" Ah, I see. Understood. The meme was originally began by YouTuber Thomas Engstroff, who created the animatronic version of the real Michael Jackson and published a video titled Michael Jackson. Amazing. You learn something new every day. Annie, Annie, are you okay? Amazing. Oh, fuck. Oh, Jesus Christ. What else we got? All people I follow. What's that? Mr. Hobbs. Excellent. And then, you know, people I already follow. Amazing. So yeah, moral of the story is, be careful with your cooldowns. Sorry, I also just cracked my knuckles right next to the microphone, so that will have been really good as well. What an excellent video we've made today. So thank you very much for watching if you did. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. I'm more than happy to answer. More than happy to answer. If you haven't already, you can join our Discord and ask questions more directly and have a conversation about them, or just shitpost with us. I started streaming on Twitch Thursday, Friday, Saturday, 8 PM EST till midnight EST. There's a link to the channel in the description. And if you managed to make it all the way through the video and somehow still enjoyed it, please like the video and subscribe for more content of middling quality in the future. And I hope you found the video helpful.